President Bola Tinubu has sworn in Professor Joash Amupitan as the new chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Professor Amupitan took the oath of the office at about 1:50 p.m. on Thursday at the council chamber of the presidential villa, Abuja. His swearing in brings to end debate that had been stirred up after the National Council of State endorses his nomination 2 weeks ago. One of the challenges laid before him by President Tinubu was the need to protect the integrity of Nigeria's elections and electoral process. The new INEC chairman is consistent about his vision for the electoral umpire, saying his focus will be on strengthening the provision of the Electoral Act to address inconsistencies in elections timelines and promote credibility in the process.
It's been a rocky 2 weeks for Professor Joash Amupitan, who until he was thrown into the limelight was Deputy Vice-Chancellor at the University of Jos. In those 2 weeks, his life had been put under the microscope with all sorts of conspiracy theories about how his appointment would undermine the electoral process. The new INEC chairman withstood the attacks with grace and was confirmed by the Senate following a rigorous screening session on October 16. On Thursday morning, the new INEC chairman arrived at State House, Abuja, dressed in a white agbada paired with a gold cap. Ironically, one of the challenges laid before him by President Tinubu was the need to protect the integrity of Nigeria's elections and electoral process.
Your nomination for the important role and the subsequent confirmation by the Senate is a testament to your capacity and the confidence reposed in you by both the executive and the legislative arm of government. The significant achievement marked the beginning of a challenging yet rewarding journey, and I trust that you will approach your responsibilities with the highest level of integrity, dedication, and patriotism.
Professor Amupitan is consistent about his vision for INEC. He says his focus will be on strengthening the provisions of the Electoral Act to address inconsistencies in election timelines and promote credibility in the process.
Okay, as we are aware, I've just taken the oath of allegiance and also the oath as the chairman of Independent National Electoral Commission. So I will reaffirm what I have just taken, that I'm going to defend the Constitution and the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as far as it relates to the electoral system. And like the President said, I was given a clear charge to ensure credible, fair and free election. Not just that I will ensure that that is done, I'm also going to engage all the stakeholders, because no matter how you set the barometer and the level of success, you still need all the stakeholders.
Amupitan succeeds Professor Mahmood Yakubu, whose tenure as INEC chairman officially ended recently. He thus becomes the sixth substantive head of the electoral body since its establishment. He is expected to take over immediately after his swearing in and begin the transition process at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. From State House, Abuja, Kehinde Amudu, Trust TV News.